I keep having that because I'm not like planning on having one soon, but I do. My life like involves a lot of trickery and a misdirection. So I can't just come out the gate lying to my kids, dude. Yeah, I got to change it. I mean, I can't slam on the brakes so much either. I thought about the trickery. No, it's just driving, but
like literally,
yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant you can't go cold turkey with the trickery. How about I stop the trickery, but every now and again some subterfuge?
I got to go to a 90-day program to stop the trickery. I'm addicted to jokes.
I told our kids that when they were born, Sidney bit the umbilical cord. And like I just recently told them that wasn't true. And they were like, why would you do that?
Yeah, so the reason why this all came to be is because one of them, somebody's baby was born, and we were talking about it. I was talking to the parent about it, and then one of my kids popped up. I said something about the umbilical cord, and then one of the kids was like, "Our dad bit ours apart." It's like, why the fuck did you just say that? And I'm like, and I go,
just in front of other parents, they're like, what?
Yeah, another human person, and I'm like,
he wasn't in on my joke.
Yeah, because like I didn't know she was telling the kids this their whole entire lives.
That's so funny.
As a joke, you know. And then I'm like, why did you say that's what mommy told us? I'm like, well, we have to have a family. I have to call a family meeting over this.
Ansley just gave me faith in myself that I can have kids again. The foolery is back on.
Yeah. You just need somebody that's not about the trickery.
Yeah.
And then
just one.
You can be about the trickery.
My twin flame.
Yeah, you got your twin flame going. Yeah. Your twin flame is gonna have to make quite a few adjustments to you.
If there's a yang to my yin, she's fucking boring as hell, dude.
Yeah, dude, yang is safe.
Yang is safe as hell.
I like yang, man. There's no trouble with yang. Yeah, thank you for being here, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
Absolutely. We're sitting here. We are back here for another episode. We have from Do-Rag and the Deer Tag none other than the Drew Montana.
0-1 professional boxer Drew Montana.
Yes.
Yeah, my bad. I should have said that. Next time I introduce you, that will definitely be involved.
Yeah, hopefully we fix the record by then. But
yeah, let's get it. Let's get that right, man. I feel a little. I don't know. I feel like a civilian sitting between two warriors right now.
No, dude. We're all warriors. We dare someone to run up in here, dude. Probably not because there's kids downstairs first, but.
Well, I mean, that's the first wave. That's the first. They have to get through the kids first. If they can make it past them, then they earn the final boss.
Yeah, true. It's a Mario level.
My kids are throwing like turtle shells at them and shit.
Zucchini noodles.
Yeah, looping them up.
Slipping on zucchini noodles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Home Alone down there.
Yeah. They love that movie.
Yeah, it's the three Macaulay Culkins.
Yeah.
Or was it Kevin McAllister?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Did I nail that?
You did.
Holy
That's pretty
shit.
impressive.
Yeah, man. So anyway, we're back here to pop some chakras again. Mm-hmm. Drew, thank you for being a return guest for the chakra popping experience.
Let's pop them, dude.
Yeah. We do different questions for the second appearance.
Okay, sick.
Yeah. I did make the mistake. We had Ryan Foster on recently, and it was his second appearance, and we did the old questions. And I was like, that was a mistake. Because like most of the answers are pretty similar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how much do you change? You know.
Yeah, my fears are still the same.
Right?
Yeah.
Nobody overcomes fear differently.
Yeah.
Like since the last time you were here, how much did you change? But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna pop Drew chakras. Also, I just want to shout out for that fight you had down there, man. I was awesome to watch.
Thank you, man.
You're an animal.
Yeah, dude. It was like I was telling Ansley, it took me a second to like get going in there because it's wild just seeing like 100 white dudes in do-rags being like, yeah, go. I was like, fuck, this is a lot of pressure, dude.
Yeah.
It's not telling jokes. I got to go fight a guy who also knows how to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it was fun. Me and Term agreed we're going to run it back at the next one. So,
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
That's
rematch.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, because now you got one, you got that one out of the way now.
Yeah.
You know, now you're not going to go in and the nerves are going to take over you so much that you're like hearing,
yeah, it was literally, it sounded like a grenade just went off when they said, all right, fight. And I was like, ding. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah. And, dude, you went out there and I thought you handled it really well. And that's the thing, too, is like watching in the first round knowing that you wanted to do so much more.
Yeah.
You know, but then in the second round you were starting to do what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
That was fun to see.
It was weird too because we found out he was a southpaw like 10 minutes before the fight.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then my coach was like, all right, change everything you've been working for the past 3 weeks.
Yeah.
He's like, just stay outside, do this and that. I was like, fuck, this is a lot.
Yeah.
That's a wild thing though, that you were living in a lifestyle where it mattered whether or not somebody was a southpaw.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I shouldn't be doing this.
You know what I mean? Oh, he's left-handed? Oh, shit. Yeah, but man, good job out there.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. And if you want to check that out, that's up on your Patreon?
It's on the YouTube page now. We were going to Patreon
Okay.
it, but Lewis posted it as well. So
Yeah, hell yeah. So it's on the Do Rag and the Deer Tag YouTube page. You can check out Drew's fight and see that Drew has that dog in him.
Thank you.
Yeah. And so, Drew, you've been here before. You know what this is all about.
I know the rules.
You know the rules. So basically, we're still trying to prove that enlightenment comes in all shapes and forms, and people like you can also reach enlightenment. And if not, maybe you can edge us towards it a little bit from the process you're about to go through.
Okay.
Is that cool? I probably shouldn't have worded it in a way where you're edging us. But you
No,
know
I
what I'm
liked it,
saying.
dude.
Yeah?
Yeah, let me add you guys.
Yeah. Yes, let's go. All right, so everybody gets the same questions. Ace, take it away.
All right. So, Drew, what happened after your last appearance on the podcast?
What happened? When's the last time I was here? It's about
Should have looked that up.
Yeah.
I bet it was last summer, because I remember it was hot. So all right, since the last appearance,
That's probably because we bring the heat, but yeah, sure.
yeah, we were cooking. I've become a better cook. I'm in the same relationship that I was in, but I'm being better at that.
That's good.
All right.
Yeah, and I think I've gotten better at comedy. I think.
Okay, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Now, is you being a better cook just like you started seasoning your food? Like, what is the situation?
I expanded the spice cabinet. I
Okay.
was always a
Garlic
big
salt?
Yep, garlic salts. I was always a big salt, pepper, and paprika guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But once you learn about like the cumins and the jerk chicken seasonings and there's like certain special mixed seasonings with like 5 different things in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Seasonal or yeah. You was you were cooking without the cumin.
No, I didn't know anything about it, dude.
Come on.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. So you're man. I thought I wanted to change that question. By the way,
Yeah.
that first question. I had something. It's
Yeah,
in my
you
phone.
did.
It's
Yeah.
in my phone.
Yeah.
We're still gonna rock with it.
Okay.
Yeah, rock with that.
That was a good
gay-ass
answer.
question.
Yeah.
Good answer. Gay
Yeah.
question. Sorry, you had to sit through yourself having to answer that question
I had to reflect, dude.
because you were being polite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goodness. Thank you for your politeness, Drew.
Anytime.
Yeah. So, you know what we do? We're gonna pop open these chakras from the bottom chakra up.
Okay.
Questions are gonna be skewed a little bit differently, but you'll see. No need to explain to this guy.
No.
Oh,
This
no.
guy gets it.
I get
Yes.
the game, dude.
Yeah. This is a
here to
fucking
play.
0-1 fighter. What am I doing?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pin in the fire, dude.
Ace, take it away.
We ready then? All right. Drew, what is your favorite bullshit?
Oh. I don't know. I probably most of the stuff my dad told me growing up. Just like it was always like white lies of things.
Yeah, he gemmed you up though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I obviously like the classic example is like the overhead light in the car being like, we'll get arrested if you leave this on. I'd be like, I want to see what's going on though.
Strong
Yeah.
dad move.
Yeah.
Yeah, because nobody respects well, it's slightly bothering me while I drive.
I
Yeah.
tell the kids I'm going to crash, and they're like, turn it off. Mom's going to crash.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I always wanted to keep it on. But also it's like we were saying earlier with the umbilical cord thing. Like it's all stuff that like the older I get, I'm like, wait, you didn't actually do that the one time? Like, I remember when I was in it was like right before a lacrosse practice. He was my lacrosse coach.
Yeah.
And we were like getting out of the car and like unloading the equipment and shit. And he's like, Drew, I just want to tell you real quick before practice, never drink pure gasoline, like straight out of the pump. And I was like,
They still
okay.
charge you for that.
Yeah. Dude, that stuck with me forever. And then I remember asking him, like, within the past year or two, I was like, remember you told me you drank pure gasoline? He's like, I never said I did. He's like, I was just telling you not to do it. I was like, well, then why? Like, I didn't think about it. I was never on my mind.
I mean, were you starting to hang out with a group of people that looked like they could be pure gasoline
Dude,
drinkers?
I was like 9 years old.
Yeah.
I was playing sports.
Yeah. All right, that's some good stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel like
that
that's fair. Like, I look at I told Finn today, I was like, you don't join a cult. And he was like, Mom, I would never. You're like, you never know what you need to warn your kids about. And you're like, if only I would have told them.
Now he's going to be like going through life partially thinking, yeah, Mom had a really bad experience with a cult.
Yeah.
Good thing Mom had that experience, so I don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, I guess maybe it was that. Because I think as a kid, you hear what you want to hear. Mm-hmm. I guess as an adult, I still hear what I want to hear.
Yeah.
But like, just that quick lesson of like, don't drink gasoline. I was like, what?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I got to go do sprints. This is nuts.
Yeah, that is pretty wild. I also really, I thought about that, the light thing, because I used to always be the same way when I was riding in the car with my dad. I always wanted that light on. But I think it's because I didn't think I was man enough to sit in the dark with my dad.
Yeah, that was a big problem.
Does that make any sense?
Dude, I hated the dark. Yeah. I used to sleep on my parents' floor up until like the 6th grade. And I don't know if I've ever told anybody that, but it is embarrassing.
This is the chakra popping experience.
Yeah.
It brings it out of you.
Yeah.
We lull you into a false sense of security and make you think that we're not going to call you gay for saying shit like that.
It wasn't even necessarily the dark. It was America's Most Wanted. For some reason, my parents watched America's Most Wanted every day.
Yeah.
It was on Fox TV. And remember America's Most Wanted, the show?
Yeah.
Dude, and like none of the crimes were ever anywhere near me.
Yeah.
But it was just dudes on the run, and I'd be like,
They're coming in my room.
Yeah, they could come here from California.
I mean, because I said, if you're on the run, where you lived was a great place to go hide.
I was in the middle of nowhere, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where people run to. That's base.
Dude, I had a fear of a guy who beat his wife to death with a barbell for like 3 years straight.
Well, he's jacked.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah. Well, there it is. That's a chakra popped.
Yes.
That's a second time appearance root chakra popped.
Yes.
Yeah. Ace, take it away.
All right, we're to the sacral chakra. So, Drew, when or why have you felt the most lost?
We did it again. Oh, you're yawning? Finish that yawn.
It's
No, finish your yawn.
I ate it.
Ate it?
It's gone
You're going to
now.
have to poop that out later.
Oh.
You didn't have to eat that. You could have let that out.
Yeah, you
Man.
can't digest those things.
Yeah, you panicked. Yeah, that's going to stay in your stomach for 7 years.
It's like gum.
And bad luck, damn it.
So we did it again. We just finished Drew's Patreon episode. We're hot. Ansley's swallowing yawns. It's wild. Drew, did you have a good time?
I had a great time.
Dude, he was amazing. It was so fun. And it's $1 that gets you all of our exclusive content, which not only includes the counter to the podcast you're watching right now, which is Chakra Poppers After Dark, but we also do some fight commentary and analysis on Ansley's Jiu Jitsu matches. Yeah, you swallowed a yawn. You don't
got it
talk
out.
about how I talk, okay? Yeah, I can mumble.
You stumbled across that finish line, but you got there.
Yeah, and I think jiu-jitsu might be the word I say the most. But also, check out Drew Montana, Naeem Ali, and Rob Cruz on their podcast, Do-Rag and a Deer Tag, which is taking the world by storm.
Yes.
Get in on the ground floor. Get in while it's hot so you can flip it later on.
Yeah. We're Facebook in 05.
Hell yeah. Now we're going to get back to this podcast, and we're going to find out when or why Drew has felt the most lost.
Probably after I it's been like it's like a what's the word, like a continuation thing, I guess. Probably since I lost college or graduated college up until like maybe a year and a half ago.
That was like a Freudian slip of someone who wasn't quite ready to go into the real world yet.
Yeah.
It was like, oh shit, I lost college.
Yeah. I don't even know what happened there.
Yeah.
I had to try and email one of my old professors the other day about because I lost my diploma, and I was like, can I get that back? Because Cabrini's shutting down.
Oh,
It
wow.
is?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
wow.
I guess Villanova bought it. But I was like, I want like some proof of something before they're like the whole thing's gone forever.
Yeah.
And I emailed one of my old professors, and she's like, I don't even work there anymore. And I was like, I'm probably not gonna get the diploma then. Yeah. Fuck it.
Man, you might be able to get a diploma from Villanova.
Yeah, that might be cooler. I'm gonna try and wait that out.
Hold that out.
Yeah.
Get both. Get the one from Cabrini now, and then go back like 3 months later and be like, I lost it again. What's up with that? Let me just get a Villanova one. Can you also put me on the basketball team somehow?
Just give me a jersey.
Yeah. So you're at that point. College is over. You don't know what's gonna happen. You feel lost. Like what?
Because like I didn't even know like what a job was. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like I just took classes and like had this idea that like people were gonna call me and be like, "We got fucking $80,000 a year for you," and then that never happened.
Yeah.
So I was like selling FiOS door to door, and then started doing like all these other bullshit jobs, and then slowly my degree just doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
And then until like I got fired from my most recent job, which was like a year and some change ago, I was like just continuing that circle and then trying to do comedy as well. And then I got fired for the last time, hopefully. And I was like, all right, I'm going to just dive into this and get food stamps, and then we'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's gone okay. But I feel like it's getting better.
Yeah.
And you feel less lost?
Yeah, I do, for sure. Because, like, now, I don't know, now I feel like I'm trying to, like, do something rather than, like, stay afloat, which I'm still trying to just fucking doggy paddle. Yeah. But also, like, there's a thing at the end of the tunnel. Yeah. Rather as before, I was, like, in a call center and being like, well, one day I could be fucking assistant manager at the call center. Yeah. And then I'll kill myself shortly after. So it'll be great.
Dude, I got autistically hung up on your metaphors. You were like, yeah, I'm still doggy paddling, but now there's light at the end of the tunnel. I'm like, fuck, he's in a tunnel? Yeah. Doggy paddling? Yeah. That sounds terrifying.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, it's rough.
And the light's only at the end of the tunnel? That's dark
that's
where he's
scary.
at.
Yeah, and I can't even fucking swim. I don't even know any of the other swim strokes yet.
Yeah. And it's like only the sound of like his echoing doggy paddle splashes
that sounds
in the tunnel.
horrible.
Yeah. But no, there's light at the end of the tunnel though. He's going to a place.
Yeah.
He just had his first fight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, things are moving in the right direction.
Yeah. I'm enjoying shit now more rather than like, I don't know, just being like full-time fucking, what is it, 40, I don't even remember how many hours anymore. 40 hours a week is like, it's too much, dude.
Yeah.
That's so many hours.
That's an absurd amount of hours. It's like,
so
am I exaggerating too high right now? 40.
Dude, I drove for DoorDash for like 4 hours at one time, and I was like, this stinks. This is nuts.
Yeah. Dude, I love driving, but I hate having to drive.
Yeah.
It's a weird feeling.
Dude, DoorDash is the worst because you're just picking up other people's food, and then like sometimes their orders are kind of gay. And you gotta be like, no, I wanted 8 salads. That's me.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, again, another Chakra Pop. You see how easy this is?
Yes. I'm being honest today.
Yeah, hell yeah. Let's go. All right, Ace, take it away.
All right, we are to the solar plex chakra. So, Drew, could you tell us about a time that you let somebody have it?
I wish I could say this past weekend, but let me see. Let me think. I've let like former bosses have it. Getting back to like jobs, I remember I let my boss at Dick's Sporting Good have it one day.
Was this an explosive quit, or was this like a let him have it and then you come back the next day and clock in?
Nah, it was like a I mean, this was very dumb of me. There was this like new manager that came in, and I fucked with the old manager. But then the new guy came in, and he was like...
You were flying your flag for the old manager.
Yeah, dude. He was like, shit's changing in the Dick's Sporting Goods fucking hunting department around here. We're running a tight ship. And, I just remember, like, being on some fucking... The old guy wasn't like this, and then I tried to stand my ground, dude.
Yeah?
Tried to give myself my rights, and he didn't like it. And then I remember challenging him to a fight. This is back when I was like 22, and
were you still rocking the Crocs back then?
No Crocs.
Okay.
More Xanax. Just plenty of bad decisions.
What were the what were you fighting for? What did the old manager let you get away with that you were like
not doing shit?
Okay.
It was like the fact that I had to do stuff. Yeah. But it was like I did
go on a smoke break and smoke a blunt.
Yeah. Little things like that. Yeah, cuz it was always
roll your weed in the break room.
I did my job, I guess, but I didn't do like extra stuff. You know what I mean?
No, because I used to work in retail as well.
It's all extra stuff.
You didn't do your job.
Yeah, it's all extra stuff, dude. It's all fold the clothes.
99% of the job is not like cashing people out. Or like, what were you on the register?
So I would I was in like
you sold shoes, didn't you?
No, I was in the hunting department. So I was in like the back. So I had like one register, but nobody ever came to it. But it was a lot of just chilling.
Yeah.
But people like for example, like when people are looking at like fishing lures, they'd like knock some off and they'd be on the ground, and I'd be like, why can't they pick them up? I was like one of those guys. But that was.
I'm gonna teach them a lesson by like looking at them and not doing anything about it.
They'll fucking hate shopping in this dirty fishing department, dude. They'll never come back here again.
I'm gonna make them uncomfortable. That's what's up.
I love that job though, dude. That was the best job I ever had.
All right, so you're challenging this guy to a fight, right?
He's like 6'4", like 250, jacked.
How old?
I was 22. He was probably like 35, just man strength.
Oh, that would
bald
not
dude,
been good.
full beard.
Yeah,
yeah.
He had reasons to want to win that fight.
Yeah,
you know
he
what
also
I mean?
had reasons to work in the hunting and fishing department.
Exactly.
Like he was a man. I was like a kid that just got out of college and was on pills, stealing bagels from the giant next door.
Dude, he would have been trying to teach you a lesson.
Yeah, he would have whooped my ass. It would have been crazy.
So how did you challenge him to a fight? Like what? Like in that moment? Like what were you fighting over in that moment?
It was just me having an attitude.
Like you ain't like the way he was talking to you when you were.
Yeah, it was one of those.
To him?
Yeah, I had an attitude, and then I was like on some fucking. I was retarded. I was like, you ain't gonna talk to me like for no reason. This is my boss. Yeah.
By the way, I'm just quoting the blackest shit at a job I can think about.
Yeah,
and
nailing it.
That's what Drew did.
That was me, dude. I was like full blown wigger at this point. I was like doing fucking rubbing my hands together when I talked for no reason.
Yeah.
I was like, just doing this shit. Like, I was clapping like. It was crazy.
Nice.
Out
so,
of my mind.
what? Why did the fight not happen?
I think he realized that like he would fucking destroy me. Yeah. And that we were at our job. And I think just other people were like, yo, calm down, whatever.
Please tell me you walked away like y'all saved that motherfucker's life. Bro. Y'all saved that motherfucker.
Yeah. I told everybody in the store. Yeah. I think I said it on the walkie-talkie that we had. I was like, Brian fucking lucky that I ain't.
Over. Copy that.
It's just dudes in shoes being like, you need a what?
Hell yeah. That's a chakra pop.
Yes.
And as far as I'm concerned, Drew, you won that fight.
I let him have it, dude.
Yeah, you let him have it. He took that.
Yes.
He's thinking about that right now. Ace, take it away.
All right, we're to the heart chakra. So, Drew, tell us about your deepest heartbreak.
Oh, dude, my first Puerto Rican girlfriend.
Damn.
Ruined me. I'm on to my second one now. Can't wait till this one's over. Yeah. But, no, the first one ruined me, dude. I was like so in love with this girl, and she didn't love me as much. I could definitely tell. Mm-hmm. But it was one of those ones where you're like, dude, you know young love. You're like fucking throwing Hail Marys at everything.
If I love her hard enough, she'll have no choice but to love me back.
Yeah. Dude, I was just telling somebody this the other day. I remember once we were at my house, or my apartment at the time, and it was a snow day in school. Mm-hmm. Like, school was canceled. We got like fucking 6 feet of snow this one day, and it was like one of those huge blizzards we had back in like 2015, 16. Yeah. But I remember my car was literally buried in snow. Like, not like I could shovel it out. Like, the entire parking lot was buried in snow. Yeah. And she was mad that she had to go back to campus and that I couldn't drive her back. And I was like, and I remember she swung at me for this. This is the only time a woman ever swung at me.
She swung at you for the inability?
The argument, yeah. Like, the argument escalated, obviously, but it started with I'm trying to get back to campus, and I was like, all right, yeah, like the snow will melt soon, maybe, or something. I don't know. Yeah. But like, no one's driving right now. It's a state of emergency. Yeah. You're not going anywhere. Like.
Did she hit you with like, well, a real man would?
Yeah, it was all that. Yeah. Well, I think that's why. So that's why I was so like caught up in the whole situation, because that's just like one example. But it was all that. It was like Dude, I was trying to tell somebody else this recently that like, because they're in a situation similar now. You can never, it'll never work with a woman that loves Future, the rapper.
Ooh.
A lady whose like favorite artist is Future is a problem.
Okay.
Because I don't know why, but in my small expertise here, they all have like those crazy rapper expectations that like they need Gucci and they need all this other shit. And I'm like, I'm working at Dick's Sporting Goods, lady.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to happen. But yeah, and then she broke up with me. And for some reason, I was like, that was the one. I needed to be with her. And it was, she fucking stunk. But it was, yeah.
Well, as you know, relationships are the hardest when it's with your twin flame.
Yeah. That was not my twin flame. Nah, not at all. I've not found, maybe I found my twin flame. We'll see, dude.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. I don't know if I believe in it yet. I got to take the classes, I guess, the Ascension classes.
Yeah. You gotta get that Patreon money out.
Dude, it's only $222 a month.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
It's not crazy.
You're ready.
Yeah. That'd only be all my money.
Yeah. Yeah, so she broke your heart because of the way she talked to you, or she broke your heart because of the way she broke up with you?
No, she like broke up with me like 5 times, and it was one of those ones where like I was doing anything to get back with her every time, and then the final time she just like was done with it, I guess.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
When you think of the things
that was my first girlfriend too, so I was like,
well, there you go.
Yeah, and I was way too old to be going through like high school problems.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna stick with this question. When you think of the things that you did to get back with her, what is the one thing that you're like, all right, I don't want to talk about this?
I don't want to talk about it.
I mean, you're the one that verbally made the contract that you were here to tell the truth today.
Yeah.
So I got to put your Crocs to the flame.
I remember we broke up like a week or two before Christmas, and then I texted her on Christmas just to like say Merry Christmas, and she was one of those girl like crazy. She's probably a twin flame bitch.
Yeah.
But she was like, if you really loved me, you would have been here today. I was like, we've been broken up for 2 weeks. But in my head, I was like, I need to do something. So I ended up, I was going to see my parents like, I think 2 days after that, just because how my schedule worked out. Mm-hmm. But I ended up giving her the presents I was going to give my mom, plus like whatever gift cards I could get on the way there. And then I gave her, this is even crazier, I hadn't even met her little brother at this point.
Yeah.
But I saw that he was the same height as my little brother. So I just gave him all the clothes that I was supposed to give my brother. And then we broke up literally within like a week of that. And I had to buy double the presents.
Damn.
It was terrible.
Damn.
It was crazy.
Crazy.
We broke up right before I had to get presents. And I was like, this rules. And then as soon as she was like, you're an idiot for not being here. If you were my real twin flame, I was like, I'll be there in 30. It's like giving away my mom and brother's shit.
It was like on one hand, for a second, you didn't have to buy any presents. And then the next day, you were like a fucking missionary delivering presents to a village. Just like, experience the joys of Christian Christmas.
And then even sadder, I'm in the mall on the 26th just looking for like whatever they have left.
For my mom. I gotta quick get something for my mom.
Does your mom know?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I still did.
Does Naeem know about this?
No. You said the one I didn't want to admit to. Right. That was pretty lame.
So you got. I need to know geographically how this triangulates. So where were you leaving from to go visit your mom?
I was gonna go to Syracuse. I lived in Norristown at the time, and my girlfriend lived in Camden. So didn't triangulate at all. I had to drive to Camden, spent the day there, ended up going back to my apartment, spending the night by myself on Christmas because she wanted to stay with her family.
Yeah, they needed to experience your gifts.
Yeah, and I remember they offered me coquito, and I said no. And then her grandma and her dad and everybody looked at me like, this guy's the fucking feds, dude. This guy sucks.
For sure. Yeah, he's trying to psyop us into some shit. Like, get him out of here.
Get this white boy out of here.
Yeah, get him out of here. Man. I love every bit of that story.
Yeah, that was great.
Every single bit of it. Thank you for sharing the one thing you didn't want anybody to know about how you were simping for this shit.
It's cool. I'm full of things I don't want people to know.
Yeah, let's get them out.
Yeah.
Let's get them out of here. All right, that is a heart chakra pop if I ever saw one.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
All right,
agree.
we're to the throat chakra. So, Drew, tell us about a time that you've been manipulated.
I mean, probably that exact same situation.
I mean, you might, in that situation, to be fair, you might have been manipulated by your own heart and your own potential opportunity. You were trying to. I mean, I don't listen. I wasn't there. I don't know how deeply she had her claws into you, but it sounds like she had you under somewhat of a spell.
I was under the spell.
You were under somewhat of a spell. So,
I mean, outside of that, maybe just like I've like fronted people weed before and never saw them again. So that always stinks. There's like a few dudes that owe me like thousands of dollars and no contact with them ever again.
Yeah, that's like you got to be a certain type of low life to skip town after a big weed haul.
Yeah. Unfortunately I've run into 3 of them. None of it is bigger than $2,000.
Yeah.
So it's crazy to like change your entire friend group and like whatever, but yeah.
Oh, they didn't even like jump state. They just like moved to a different county and hang out with different people now.
I don't even know. Well, so one of them was this dude that the one that made me the most upset. This was the most manipulated. I feel like I was manipulated. But this dude Marv that I used to hang out with in college, he was like, that was my dog. Like I was with this dude like every day. And then he was from Baltimore. And then when I graduated Cabrini, I ended up getting some dumb job in Baltimore. And I was only there for like 6 months. But so like I went and I was hanging out with him again. But we hadn't hung out in like maybe like 8 months to a year. So I guess like in that time he was like, nah, let me fucking...
He got reacclimated to Baltimore.
Yeah. He was on some Baltimore shit again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember I fronted him like a quarter pound of weed. And then he told me that because he lived with his grandmom. This is the craziest lie I've ever been told that I believed for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because that was my boy. But he's like, yo, my grandmom found it and flushed it down the toilet. And I was like, she flushed a whole quarter pound? That's crazy. Like, you know how big of a shit that is?
You got to actually start breaking it up.
Yeah.
to do that.
Dude, even a grinded quarter pound, I don't think flushes easily.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's wild.
But for some reason, I bought it. And then he was like trying to slowly pay me back. I think he paid me back like 50 of the $800 he owed me.
Yeah.
And then in the meantime, my other friend from New York also knew him from when me and Marv were cool. And Marv asked him for like, I think it was like 5,000 Xanax. And it was supposed to be like 50 cents per thing. They were probably fake.
Yeah.
But at the time, that was like $2,500. And yeah, we fronted him that. And then neither of us ever heard from him again.
Damn, was he trying to start an empire?
I guess
Baltimore?
with a quarter pound of weed and 25 or 5,000 Xanax.
Yeah, he's really trying to keep a low overhead.
Yeah, that guy's probably homeless. He's probably homeless now. So.
Or he's running shit in Baltimore.
Maybe.
Like, I'm not mad at his business strategy. Like, he basically put up no upfront costs for his small business.
Yeah, true. Honestly. He got 2 loans. He said, Sharks, here's the thing. I'm going to fucking steal all your drugs. Give you no return on your investment.
Okay, I'll invest a quarter pound of weed to this.
Yeah. I'm in.
Yeah, I'm in. Awesome. Man, that's, you got Shark Tanked.
Yeah, honestly, I did. If you look at dudes robbing drug dealers as Shark Tank, it's not as bad anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not as mad about it, honestly.
I don't know anybody else.
Small businesses.
Right? Nobody else is doing more for small business than Drew Montana.
Right?
Yeah. Also, I'm like the dumbest version of Mark Cuban ever because I invested in 3 bad businesses in a row. Like after the first one tanked,
You'll be fine.
I was like, we'll go right back into the fronting weed business.
Yeah, well, technically it was the same bad business twice with the weed and then the Xanax.
Yeah,
it was
true.
the same guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Well,
you know, when you're that involved, when you're that like knee deep in the small business world,
in the small business.
yeah, you got to do what you do. But yeah, that's a chakra pop, man. That's fun.
Yes.
Fun throat chakra.
Yes.
Ace, let's go. Did you find it? Did you find the next?
Sorry. Yeah, we're on the third eye chakra.
Mm-hmm.
Drew, what's your favorite thing to be jealous about?
Money for sure. Definitely money. Because that's an easy one, and I feel like everyone does it, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I don't get like super jealous of like women stuff. Like my girl, this is crazy, but my girl went to the Sixers game last night with 3 dudes, and I said, "Do it." I have full faith that maybe something happened, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
But it was also like a work thing.
Yeah.
Oh well, that caveat's pretty important. It's like she didn't like
Yeah.
go with like 3 homeboys that she just kicks it with.
No, yeah, that would be crazy, and she doesn't do that. But
Yeah.
I think for that reason, I don't get like jealous when she's like, I got to go to the Sixers game with like my boss and 2 other dudes. I was like, yeah, whatever. But I mean, money shit, yeah, of course.
Yeah, but you listen to a lot of rap music. How does that work?
Not good, dude. But I sing it proudly.
Yeah. you love the lyrics about how much money you got.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you get money, and you will, when you get money, what's the first thing you gonna stunt?
Somebody asked me that recently, and it was like, I don't want like a better car than what I have would be cool, because like my check engine light's been on since I had it.
Yep.
As long as like I can get rid of that. But I don't want like a pool and like a Ferrari. Probably just like good food.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get fat, and I'm gonna DoorDash everything.
Oh, that's
Never have to cook unless you want to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm kind of laughing in my head at the idea of you go like getting a bunch of money, going to a mechanic, and be like, "Yeah, I just want to get that check engine light taken."
I'm a simple man.
Yeah,
Dude.
and then you come back later, and he's like, "Yeah, we took care of that check engine light, but you know what? Your tire tread is a little low. If you want us to, nah, dog, check engine light only.
I'm gonna get like
Don't fuck with my tires."
I'm gonna get like SoundCloud Plus and like all the cool shit, so I don't have to listen to ads anymore.
Dude, the same.
That's probably my big purchase.
Yeah.
That's
quality purchase.
that is a quality purchase.
I'll probably get cable back. No one got cable anymore. That's a flex.
Yeah.
I've had cable my whole, as poor as we've ever been, I've had cable when we didn't have electricity.
Dude, when I worked for Fios, there was a guy that cause it was door to door, and I knocked on a guy's door in the hood of West Philly one day, and he opened it. There was no lights on. He's like, "Come on in, man. I just moved in here, whatever." And then so I assumed, or no, he told me to come on in, but the no lights were on, whatever. But I assumed he had just moved in because of how it looked. Mm-hmm. But then I sat down, and he's like, "Yeah, I want all the fucking channels. I need everything, fucking 6 TVs." I was like, "Cool, I'm going to make some money on this." Mm-hmm. And started writing it up. And then I remember I asked him, because it was dark, I was like, "Yo, can you turn a light on in here?" And he's like, "Nah, man, Pico shut my electricity off. I don't got no electricity at the time, but I'm going to get that turned back on." And then I looked up his Fios account, because you have to like put their social security numbers in. Yeah. And he also owed Fios like thousands of dollars. He's like, "Nah, but I'm going to get right with y'all and then get these TVs." I was like, "You can't do that. What are you talking about?"
Order of operations was wrong.
And then he offered me... he asked if I wanted to smoke weed, which I shouldn't have done. I would smoke with people if they looked cool. This guy did not look cool, but I was kind of scared to just be in this dark house, and I was like, any flick of a lighter will help, so yes. So I unwillingly smoked the weed with him, and then he's like, "Yo, how old are you?" I was like 22. He's like, "Yo, you fuck with coke?" And I was like, "Nah." He's like, "Well, your people probably do." And then he threw me a bag of, I don't even know what like coke weights are.
Yeah.
But it was like a decent bag of coke.
Yeah.
Like one of the little like skinny Ziploc bags.
Like when you caught it, your like body went down a little bit.
Yeah, I was like, whoa. it was, I did one of these and it was heavy.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "All right, man, thanks." And then as soon as I got outside, I threw it away.
That was like, probably a wise
decision.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want anything to do with it. I rode down there with my boss. I was like, I gotta get back in the car with him with a bag of coke on me,
smelling like weed.
Yeah, I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah, what happened in there? And then you open it. He opens the door. It's like completely dark.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is going on here? Yeah, wild.
That's an insane job. I don't even know that I knew people did that.
Dude,
like
it's
door
nuts.
to door.
Whenever they
sales.
knock on my door now, I give them sympathy. I used to slam the door on their face, but now that like I've done it, I kind of try and coach them out of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, brother, you don't need this. This is the cult.
Yeah.
This is a cult. Because the whole thing is like, they get you in it by, in the interview, they tell you can make between $85,000 and $125,000 your first year. And I'm like, yeah, I just graduated college. Give me all that.
That sounds great. Yeah.
I made maybe fucking $5,000 in like the 8 months I worked there. It was terrible.
Yeah, because their estimations are based on if every single door you goes to buys this, you will make. It's like, and then like houses are like this far apart, and like the sales pitch takes this long, and then the close takes this long, and you could be at another house in this much time.
But if I wanted cable and somebody came to my door to sell it, I'd be like, no, I'm gonna call. Like I would never buy it from.
Dude, we were doing it when I first started. They had just transitioned to tablets.
Yeah.
This was in 2017 where everybody had the internet.
Yeah.
But they just started using tablets. So like at first I went out there with a clipboard and paper. And I was taking people's order numbers down for cable. It was nuts.
Yeah, like one of those old credit card machines.
Yeah.
I had to call and like get their credit card numbers and give it over the phone. It was nuts that anybody bought it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is pretty wild.
It was crazy.
Yeah, when they come to the door, which they do, they come to the door. It's them and like an electric company.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they come to the door. And I always let them know, like, listen, I'm not going to do this. I don't want to waste your time, but I also don't want to be rude.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, honestly, that's the most manipulated I've ever been. Thinking I can make $125,000 selling files. They fucking got me.
Yeah, you got.
Because the whole business model, too, is like, get 10 people under you, then you can become an assistant manager.
You can drive the guy around and let him smoke weed with the weirdos in the house.
You make, and also once you're at that point, you don't get commissions on those people's money. You have to like get 3 levels above that before you're making. It's like 5 dudes in the whole thing that are making money.
Yeah.
And they go to these. I remember they flew me to Dallas for a conference, and it was like one of those things where like strobe lights are just going off and techno music fucking dudes in suits being like, this is the fucking greatest day of our lives.
Yeah, that's a cult.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
Yeah.
They got you. It's a pyramid scheme cult.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I was fooled, dude.
Chakra popped.
Yeah.
The great Drew Montana was manipulated. Thrice, I think.
Yeah.
How many manipulations did we get out of this?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was the question? What was I jealous about? The the people that sold more Fios than me, I guess.
Yeah.
The dudes that were in suits at the conference.
Yeah.
He started answering the last question.
Yeah.
This one got to him, Ansley.
I've been manipulated a lot, actually.
Yeah, I think you manipulated us somehow with this answer.
You guys want to work for Fios?
Oh, man. Chakra pop, though. That's the third eye chakra pop.
We popped it.
We popped it. Ace, let's go.
All right, we are to the crown chakra. We did it.
Woo.
So, Drew, what makes you feel the most connected?
Probably the internet. Honestly.
Probably Fios.
Fios. Yeah, dude. They got a hold of me now. I used to be like I guess it doesn't make sense because I went to college for communications, but that whole like period I was there was just like me talking myself out of the former ideas I had that I was gonna be like a survivalist fucking bunker guy.
Oh,
and then I always wanted to be a bunker guy.
How close to being a bunker guy have you ever gotten?
I mean, as for a junior bunker guy, as close as one can be. I dug a bunker at one point.
That is close.
Me and my cousin Eli dug. I mean, it was more of a grave, honestly.
Depends on how you look at it.
But it had canned food.
No, we did. It was I remember it was 6 feet wide, 6 feet long, and then we tried to get it 6 feet deep.
That's a lot of dirt.
That is a lot of dirt.
It took so fucking long to hand dig with shovels.
Yeah.
And I mean, because like once you get past the first foot of dirt, it's all like rocks and like it was nuts. We were out there for an entire summer when we were like 17.
How deep did you get?
He's talking about the igneous layer of sediment.
Yeah, I mean,
we passed the sedimentary rocks into the igneous layer. I get it.
We got deep enough where we could. I mean, I guess it probably was 6 feet because it was over our heads.
Stand, yeah.
And we had like a shelf in there where we did keep canned foods. It was like hella SpaghettiOs in the woods.
Did you like bunker. Did you put wood or anything on top? Did
we
you
put
ever?
like a tarp and like leaves over it and shit.
Yeah, but what about the walls and stuff? Was it just all dirt? It's just all dirt.
All dirt, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because we didn't get to it. This was So we started it, I think, the summer going into junior year of high school, and we finished it after senior year of high school.
You were still digging a fucking hole with your homeboy after senior year of high school?
Yeah, me and Eli had plans. We were going to live there. But then I went off to college, and I was like, dude, I'm just going to come home on weekends and help you dig. And my parents sold the house. And then, I don't even know if someone ever filled it in or if they found it.
Eli's still digging.
I hope he is. He might have reached the other side by this point.
Yeah, you should also check out the deed. Like, did they sell the house and not the hole? Like, did the hole still belong to the land? Like,
I mean, it's pretty far back there. I don't even think it was on our property. I think it was like one of those weird intersecting in between areas. But
yeah, government land.
Government land for sure.
Yeah, that's wild. One thing I feel like all people should know, like every man should know how hard it is to dig a hole.
It's so hard, dude.
It is insane. And it seems like a very simple thing that, we'd be able to, get that done.
Most dudes couldn't bury a shoebox.
No. If you're like, I would say 85% of us are not cut out to murder people and get away with it.
Yeah. Oh, hell no. Hell no.
Only a small percentage of people that have like thick traps and like ridiculous backs.
I don't even know. Yeah, I'm not cut out for it. It took me like fucking a year and a half to dig this thing. It was crazy.
No way. I'm digging a hole deep enough to conceal anything.
I really do. I remember telling him I'll come back on weekends to help you dig.
It's amazing.
Drive 4 hours.
Yeah, to dig.
But yeah, and then I went to college and I became a communications major and fell in love with the internet. And now I'm not a survivalist anymore.
That's wild because you would think you would get more information about survival tactics.
I do. I never knew how to like properly skin an animal. Mm-hmm. But like I saw my dad skin a deer one time or like gut a deer. And I ate a squirrel that I killed one time and like cooked that over a fire.
That's pretty sick.
But that was kind of just like guessing. It was pretty brutal, honestly.
Wait, you were guessing it was a squirrel?
No, like guessing how to like skin a squirrel.
Yeah. Did you eat any fur?
No.
All right.
Yeah, we did pretty good.
Yeah.
But it was a brutal process, just like killing one and then being with your boy over a fire.
How'd you kill it? How'd you get
BB gun. Yeah.
To the head?
Yeah.
Nice. Headshot.
Yeah.
Dead.
Dude, I was nice with the BB gun.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Remember the ones where you could like, you were supposed to like pump it and like if you pumped it 12 times, that was the max?
Yeah.
Never the max.
Yeah.
You could pump them things 100 times and then fucking blow a hole in a squirrel's head. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, you get to the point where you like have it on the ground and you're pushing it down. Hell yeah. Yeah. Things, BB's moving at the speed of light.
Yeah.
Me and my neighbor used to, my next door neighbor, we would have wars where like, anytime we would be walking to each other's house, the other one would be in the window with the BB gun.
Damn, you got you had the experience of sniping a human?
Yeah, dude, we used to shoot my my other neighbor, this kid Wayne, that was across the street from us, and he wasn't in on the prank, but we would shoot him when his parents were fucking crazy, dude. They were like. Fuck, they made him work his ass off. This kid like did nothing but chores all day.
This is a guy who could dig a hole.
Yeah.
Wayne could dig a hole for sure. He's probably had to, and that guy's nuts. But I remember he used to, it was in like maybe 9th, 10th grade, and he had a push mower, like a push lawnmower, and he would be out there pushing, mowing the lawn, and we'd be in my grandma's room shooting him with the BB guns. And then one day he got on the bus and he was telling us he got stung by bees while he was mowing the lawn.
He didn't know it was you guys?
No, he had no idea. He thought bees were stinging him.
Did he ever know it was you guys shooting him?
Dude, that's how hardened by the world Wayne was.
Yeah.
He was getting shot by BBs. He was like, fucking bees.
Dude, when Wayne moved in, I remember before I met him, you know those like UFC dummies? They call him like Bob or whatever.
Or is his name Dan?
Yeah. It was so he had Dan in his backyard just on grass, and he used to just hit it with baseball bats. No punches or kicks being thrown, just wailing on it with a baseball bat.
Yeah, he was preparing to stop a BLM protest.
Yeah.
He's getting ready. He's a patriot. Wayne's a patriot.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I like Wayne.
He's a junior too, Wayne Jr.
Oh,
that's a patriot for sure.
Yeah, Wayne Jr. Wayne Jr. I love it. Man, if he was black, he'd be called Wayne J.
He was the furthest thing from it.
He'd be a Way J. Yeah, hell yeah. All right. That's another chakra pop, and we did it.
Yes.
We finished another episode of Chakra Poppers.
Yes.
Drew Montana, how do you feel?
I feel relieved.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do, honestly.
That was a fun time, right?
Yeah, I had a great time.
Dude, second episode, second appearance. It's a good time.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Better than the first.
Yeah. Do you have time to stick around for the Patreon? We do have a Patreon
I'm
too.
down.
Yeah, hell yeah. And that's $1 gets you all of our exclusive content on our Patreon, which there's the camera. Which not only includes the counter to this, which we call Chakra Poppers After Dark, where we're gonna basically pop open Drew's shadow chakras. You thought you heard some shit now.
Yeah.
The Patreon is where it goes down.
Yeah, the stuff he's trying to keep hidden.
Yeah.
This was just like regular stuff.
Yeah, this is the stuff he wanted to. This is the easy stuff. This
Yeah,
is
I had to tell somebody this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now the Crocs come off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we also do some fight commentary and analysis on Ansley's Jiu Jitsu matches. Also, Do Rag and Adair Tag. Check it out. Drew Montana, Naeem Ali, Rob Cruz, taking the world by storm.
We're trying, dude.
It's happening.
We're building the army.
It's happening. Yeah, join the gang. Get ganged up. On their Patreon, you can multiple levels of gangness that you can join on their Patreon.
That actually is what the tiers are called.
Yeah. Yeah. So check it out, man. You'll have a good time. I love those guys. You'll love those guys.
Thank you, man.
So thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Hop over into the Patreon for $1. We love you guys, and we are out.
See ya.